Preparing to live stream the meeting, YouTube. Really? You can see it? Okay. Am I live or did you lose me? Yeah, I can hear you. Did you lose me? You see me waving? Got it. So you can still see me. Okay, because it says go live. I don't want to press that. I'll just leave it alone. Okay. Can you see the screen? Okay. Well, hello everybody in the Wonderland out there. Okay, we're on YouTube. We're live. Anybody from Facebook coming over? Mr. Keith, do you know? Is there a link? No, I know, but does Facebook have a notification to come over here? Okay. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hang up now. All right, folks, you got to see what it is to do the back room work. And on top of that, just want to let you know hello and good evening. It is now 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 Pacific time. Okay, we are live. I'm going to go over a couple of things with you folks today. Now, I haven't been live on YouTube for a while. I've been doing everything on Facebook. Now, as my instructors, also my coaches are telling me to move over to YouTube. Okay, well, YouTube, I made some comments last week. I don't know if it got published or not, but I'm probably going to do another one to go ahead and fill it in. I've been underneath the weather a little bit, and now I'm back on top of it. So, with that said, one thing you guys can understand, you're going to get everything live. This is not going to be scripted. This is not going to be where you see a lot of guys sitting back in their chairs or whatever it is at home. And I'm at home. Okay, I'm not at the office. I'm at home right now. Also, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a video a day to go ahead and take you through the process of building your corporate credit. One thing about the business corporate credit is that, look, it doesn't matter who is in office. What matters, though, if you follow through in what it takes to go ahead and develop your corporate credit. Now, it takes a few things to go ahead and do. A lot of people do not understand that. It takes work. It takes days. It takes 90 days. I'm going to just tell you the real blank truth, 90 days. Some people say, oh, no, it doesn't have to take that long. Well, let me ask you a question. If you have $100 million and someone only has $100 and they're able to start the business the same time, and if they were to take that $100 million and put it into, let's say they buy a couple of CDs and use the CDs to go ahead and create a reference point for the CDs, and they learn how to borrow from the CDs and how to use the CDs, does that mean they have a lesser time to go than 90 days for a Dun & Brad number to show up and to also have reporting to your business experience? One of the things I want to make you aware of is this. It's still going to take you time. It's still going to take time. It's going to take 90 days to go ahead and get your information correct. Plus, on top of that, what it's going to take is that everything takes about an average of 90 days. You want to buy trade lines? Be my guest. Find out what happens. See, the system now is way smarter than it was 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, even 3 years ago. But a lot of people still want to think, hey, I will go ahead and get your trade lines. The best way to do them is earn them. Yes, there's some companies you can go buy stuff from and they give you a credit line. Not a problem. Some places you go ahead and become a member. They report and you do a credit line, but you still have to order product from them so it can report to your business. Remember, it's all about ordering. Also, another thing is this, excuse me. Like I said, this is all live, so we're not messing around. The reason why I want you to know it's live, look at it's not scripted. So you get to see what you're really getting as a real person, real human being, okay? And on top of that, I didn't have a chance. I didn't shave today. I didn't do any of that. So you get to see the real yucky, if you wish. All right. But the beautiful thing is that I'm no different than you. It's just I've been in the game longer. There's a lot of stuff that I go ahead and go over that a lot of people, when I say they don't care about it, I don't think they realize they might want to even consider caring about it. Because I do have a question to ask you. Even though you have your business, I don't care, your frontline business, building corporate credit, what are you going to do when a storm comes? Most people, what do? They run, they hide, or try to go ahead and try to do some finagling. What if I tell you don't have to do no finagling? What if I tell you even when you lose, you can win as long as you do the setup correctly in the beginning? And a lot of people do not understand that that's what it takes. It's all in the setup in the beginning. I'm looking at my watch to get my timer going so I do it the right time because my crew usually gets on my case and run over. So, with that said, you're going to learn to have the courage not to run. You're going to learn, even no matter what comes against you, you'll be ready to stand still. Now, some people aren't used to that. They're mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally, physically, socially not skilled in that kind of storm. And I'm not saying it as to say it's less than, it's a skill set that you develop when you come in because most people want to be motivated. Well, you know what? There's so much motivation you can get yourself free on the thing. We're not here to motivate you. Why do I have to motivate you? Motivation is when you get out of bed. If you want someone to motivate you, I don't know what to say. You either get motivated to get out of bed or you're not. Number two, there's people out there just want information. Information for what? Some of you don't get information. I've been given this structure for the last 60 days for free. How to build your corporation, even an unincorporated corporation, for 35 bucks, maybe 40, depending what state you live in. All right. Then go ahead and get your tax ID number and then your DUNS number. But there's steps in between that you need to do. And this works for about 9 to 18, 24 months tops. By then, you'll have some business credit to go ahead and pay for your corporation or LLC, whatever you choose. And on top of that, you have a credit history and reference already. You'll have anywhere between 50 to 100 to maybe $1 million worth of credit, depending how you follow the instructions. And I tell you this, for 90 days, if you follow the steps by steps in the free classes that I put on, that everything that I'm showing you, even here and even kind of telling you, there's not really instructions tonight, just to kind of give you a brief summary of what's been going on really, is that the fact is that those who would have followed, you would have been ahead of the game 60 days already. Some of you that have on a shoestring budget, you would have already had your business established with the DUNS number, tax ID number. You would have known all the other steps you need to do to put everything together. And it wouldn't have cost you a penny except your time. So now, with that said, I also want to let you know is from this point, look at all the other corporate credit people around you that you can YouTube this all day long. All day long you can do it, YouTube it. And also you have the people in the credit world. You have I'm going to say you have a plethora of personal credit that people use to help you get yourself cleaned up, to do this, to do that. Nothing wrong with that. Can't say you're not doing anything with it. It's perfectly fine. But here's my question. Why would you want to put all the burden of the personal credit on you when you can have all the stuff on business credit? I'm not saying don't have both. What I'm saying is that you got one thing you want to begin to understand for yourself. There's a structure. There's a place and time for everything. Just because let me tell you, there's a lot of really very, very intelligent, rich people that never went to school. And they're very smart in the financial arena because they understand the difference of OPM versus their money, which means their own business credit, their own cash. But nobody wants to do anything to go chase it. Yes, does it take something? Yes, you're going to have to spend money every month. And if you don't particularly have it for that month, then you got to do it the next month. But the thing is, get started. Get your tax ID number, get your DUNS number. Those don't cost you anything except time. Do the unincorporated way. Anybody can afford I don't care if you live underneath a bridge. You can afford the $40 to get all incorporated, okay? You can afford a notary, which is what, 15, 20 bucks? Nothing wrong with that. There's things that you can do to get things started. There's a lot of people out there as well, though, that they've paid for our supreme product. And man, they are so lazy. They pay for A, B, C, all the way to D, E, F, and G. But then they complain because they have to, oh, I have to go ahead and oh, I got to incorporate now. Oh, please give me a break. What are you doing? I mean, if you want to throw money, just give us the money and just walk away and say thank you. We'll say thank you very much. Here's the situation. If you're hungry, you'll do it. Some people aren't even hungry. We have people also that have signed up and they're just really super duper hungry and they move right along. They get done maybe in 60 to 65, 70 days. And now they're ready. They got their numbers even beginning to hit the Dun and Brad numbers because they're willing to push. I have, there's other clients, they've been 60 days, 90 days, 90 days, and they got an SBA loan for $45,000, a COVID loan. Think about that. And on top of that, it's a 30 years if they wish. 30-year loan on a COVID loan for 45. Think about that. And on top of that, they were approved for a merchant account, not merchant account, but a merchant loan against their merchant account so they can expand their business. And they are growing. And the beautiful thing is they're really awesome in what they do, and they have a great product. They're in the dog registry business. Also, another thing is that get a DUNS number from Dun & Bradstreet. How easy is that to get? I'm going to say it's easy for me because I understand the process. For those of you that don't understand the process, guess what? It's perfectly fine. We'll hold your hand. We were even willing to hold your hand for the first 90 days without charging you a penny. We would have did a Zoom training and you all would have went on there. We would have had someone volunteer and say, yeah, okay, use my company. And we would have got the DUNS number for them right there to show everyone how to do it step by step, live. Okay. Another thing is, I know a lot now. I see all these YouTubes where they're already pre-recorded. Now, after this, it's going to be put up on YouTube. So this is going to be an old leftover pre-recorded. It's not live, but the trainings are live. They're not pre-recorded as webjam or whatever you call those things. No, a lot of people say, because I saw one today. Well, I saw it several times over the last year, so it's still pretty old now. It said, hey, look it, you can tell an entrepreneur and a person who really knows the the internet business regarding home-based business, and they're the gurus. They would do it for free, set the business up for you free, then turn it over to you when it's working. That part I totally say that's awesome. But then they caveat it with, call us to see if it's something we want to work with. So again, everyone always has a caveat. Here's my caveat. And here's a business caveat. Here's corporate credit blueprints caveat. And here's the team's caveat. Our staff caveat and attitude is this: we will walk you from A to Z as long as you're willing to follow the instructions. If we decide to do another class for free to start you from the beginning, to get you to the 90 days where you have the money to invest into the next level, there is investment from that point on. Of course, we're not going to charge you what everyone else charges you up front for the basic stuff. Come on, that's all out there. It's so out there, it's pathetic. They just changed the names, but the wordings are the same. Excuse me. But you get to see again. Like I said, I want to iterate too. This is live and not. I want to not say polished. I want you to understand I'm no different than you. I've just been around. I've been beat up, spit off, and booed off states enough to learn some great things. I personally know that people. Here's the thing: people don't like you anyways, and I don't mean like a friend or acquaintance, but they just don't like you anyways until they kind of get to know you. Here at Corporate Credit Blueprints, how else can you get to know us? We're willing to give you 90 days that people charge you $14.97 for the first 90 days. And after that, there's another price and another price. But yet, are they willing to take you to the next level? See, everyone can give you the basic level. The basic level is fine. That's why we don't charge for it. This way you get to know us. You get to find, okay, great. We say every Wednesday at this time, we're here. We say this, you do this, it happens. Go here, file that, do it this way, boom, it happens. You have a question, you come into the training and you ask the question. We're not here to go ahead and to dominate, manipulate, and control you into anything. We really want to see you succeed because we actually want you to get to know us. So you could go ahead and buy from us and go, I know they're going to come through what they say. There's a lot of companies out there offering you everything from A to Z, and you sign up, you pay whatever you pay, and now you're left to your own devices. There's only one person I believe there's a couple people I know. One on the personal credit side. I like this guy. He's true to what he says. And he's come up with some crazy stuff where he charges $1 for it. And the information that he gives you is quality information, just not enough hands-on. Because everybody is not savvy to the game of the corporate of the personal credit side itself. I'm not really savvy to that area in some ways. In some ways I am. But here's another thing is this. On the corporate credit side, I don't care if you take it from a credit company to a credit building company to someone says, I'm Joe Expert, Joe Guru. All the information they give you that I'm giving you is the same. They might want to color it, but it's information still the same. A lot of them don't even know what the unincorporated document is. And a lot of them tell you when they find out, oh, wait, but you can't use that. Yes, you can. You just got to know how to set it up. And then from there, once you grow, guess what? You're able to turn it into business credit. You got your corporate credit, lines of credit, Visa, MasterCard. By the time you get this all set up, you'll have money in 9 to 18 months to go ahead and get your corporation, and you get to move everything over, and we can show you how to move it over. And this way you get to know us. How else can you get to know somebody if they're willing to do something for you? When I say free, that's such a cliche word now. What I mean free is that it's going to cost your time. You're gonna come to the training. You miss out the live training, you'll have a special login to get in. But if you don't register, you're not going to get a login. Period. That's it. It's your time. Yes, and then from there, we email you stuff maybe once every other week in a video, just to keep you abreast what's going on and information. There's not even a upsell, no sell in the pitch. Okay. First 90 days is that we're making sure that you get strong and you get to know who we are. That in other words, when we say X, you know X will be delivered out of our mouth. Here's one thing that makes a huge difference to everybody out there. I don't care if you're an expert in life and whatever it might be. Everyone likes when someone performs and honors their word, or at least is human enough to say, I don't know, I will find out for you. Because the bottom line is, people, no matter if it was whether you were sitting live in front of me or live like tonight, all this information here that you receive is free other than your time that you decide to put into it. If you need to get motivated, we're not here to motivate you. I'm not going to do it. Why? If you're here to go ahead and get information and that's all you want, go someplace else to get information. But if you're somebody that's determined and hungry and is looking forward to go ahead and get out of the trap and is tired of the nonsense of people saying, oh, you can't do this. I don't have this. I don't have the money. People talking so negative. It's pathetic out there. There is no such thing as lack. It just takes time. But everybody wants that microwavable, Dun and Brad microwavable business experience. It's not going to happen. There is really no microwavable area. Even the person that says, I'll build your business for free, it still takes time. You guys, if you can learn this, every 90 days is when you'll become stronger. But every 90 days going to 9 months to 12 months to 18 months, you will have anywhere between 100 to 200, $500,000 in business and corporate credit and Visa, MasterCards, what's it called, like the American Express card, the blue card. You guys will have some crazy numbers, but the thing is, you've got to build your corporate credit. Like I said, I have a client, well, a few clients, but one of them, horrific. They're so lazy because they know it all. And they're barely making 80,000 bucks a year, and they think they're on top of the world. Oh, well, I make more than you, so I'm better. So I know more than you. There's guys that live underneath the bridge that make more money than you and I put together someplace. Think about that. It's not about the money. It's about how you follow to get to the money. So when it comes time for you to use the money to make the money work for you, whatever you decide to do, whether it be a real estate franchise or becoming the bank, you know what to do because you have the money to do it. There is no reason for anyone to be lacking anything out there at all in any way, shape, or form. Again, I want to tell you this. If you're looking to be motivated, go to another corporate credit building place that will motivate you. I'm not going to do it. Also, go to another. If you're looking for information, man, the internet is full of information. Go get it. God be with you. But if you're someone that says, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm done. I'm looking for someone just to be straight with me. Well, you have 90 days if you wanted to join us. 90 days to go ahead and start from day one all the way to whatever 90 days would be from now. Because here, 90 days from now, it's going to be sometime in January 21. Is your life going to be the same thing in 21? What's going to be different in 2020 and 21, in 2021? Are you going to be in the same spot saying I'm wishing and hoping? There's no wishing and hoping. The only thing is ACTION. And if you believe in the word, then you keep praying and keep going. Just keep the faith and keep moving. Each day, keep moving. And I haven't changed the picture yet due to the fact I'm trying to drive something home. That each and every one of you deserves to be and deserves to have what you wish. My question for you is, why not you? Is the world that bad? No. I don't care who we get as a president. Corporate credit is not going to change in the way and the structure it has. It's set up for the rich. And once you decide to join and learn this art of corporate credit, not only do you become the rich, you can eventually become wealthy, and wealthy is way beyond rich. Rich is cheap. Rich is like working at let's say somewhere in the manufacturing arena. Not like manufacturing is bad, but wouldn't be the next best thing if you were working for manufacturing. Once you want to own the manufacturing, that's the next level you want to get to. Nothing wrong with working for a manufacturing while you're learning this stuff. But now your next level is you want to get to be the manufacturer. That's what you're looking for. We all started being in the manufacturer. I'll tell you, long ago, I started digging a ditch long, long ago. All right. And it was for the railroad. All right. And I'll talk about that later when we tell more about myself. But yeah, I'm telling you, out in the middle of the desert in 118 to 125 degree heat. All right. We start at 5 a.m., if I remember right. And we'd finish at 2 and cooked. I tell you, it was hot. So I just want to let you know, I don't come with no silver spoon. I come with a silver golden spoon that I designed and worked up for myself through the grace of the Lord Almighty. So I want to let you know this much. If you're looking to move forward and looking to get ahead, when I say get ahead, I don't mean survive. It's time to get out of survival mode and start handling, get past survival mode so everyone through survival is handled. So I just want to say to you folks out there tonight that are listening, look it. You no longer really have to be without. You just got to set the structure up. Look at it this way. For those of you who are still wishing and hoping, and for those of you who do have a business going and it's kind of stuck, those of you who say, well, I'm affected by the COVID, why don't you give us a call? Because there might be a way out for you. I promise you, if you have a barbershop, a hair salon, nail salon, some kind of a restaurant, store, even a sandwich shop, I bet you there's a way out and a way so you can go ahead and still be in business so it can still work out for you. You won't have to close up. Someone closed up shop here. I didn't get it into the newspaper till it was too late, but it was a Dairy Queen, a franchise Dairy Queen. And I don't know what happened because I would have actually went to the guy and I would have talked to him myself. Say, hey, what's going on? I would have interviewed him, find out, and see, guess what? But I couldn't find him. I'd read the article too late because I don't read a lot of newspapers and stuff like that. Oh, just so you guys know, I'm home. You probably can hear the dogs in the background. So, but see, normal life, folks. No different. So I just want to let you guys, let you folks know that first of all, I want to let you know, it might seem harsh for what I'm saying, but I also want to let you know it's not harsh. It's love and consideration I have for all of you because I know what it's like to have somebody on your back yakking at you like a crazy dog because they don't know anything about how their business really works, and it takes some time. But here's the beauty. You'll be guided with experts that'll get you where you want to go. Now, here's this. We're not here to be your financial planner. We're not here to be your attorney. We're not here to even be your bookkeeper. But all we can do is consult you on what we've done and what we're still doing today and pass on the information to you so the ride's just a little smoother. Now, also another thing is this, what I'm telling you is I want to let you know that we do have a business credit startup, a webinar. You get access to the business credit for startups, including business credit benefits. Your startup must be legitimate to the lender. You'll build business legitimacy in your startup. You'll build business legitimacy, your 411 listing, and also you build business legitimacy for your professional website. Now, here's another thing. Now, I know you all can find this, so it's no secret when I tell you. But there's websites out there. The other day, I got one for $1, a domain for $1 for a year. That's not bad. Those of you say that shoestring business, what's wrong with that? And then after that, it's like I think $2 or $5 for a year to have your to give you a little website. When I'm saying a little website, it doesn't have to be like a $50 billion trillion website. In fact, today I was even talking to some of our staff members saying, you know what, I want to cut back on our website. I want to get it to maybe 3 or 4 pages, and the story doesn't need to be any more than that, just as long as you keep sending out the information in the website. So, we're looking for someone professional to do that for us because we just want to cut it down. I mean, like quick. It's crazy. Don't need all that nonsense. Also, another thing, you'll have your business email instead of a yahoo.org or gmail.com or ymail this, yo mail that, sister mail dot whatever crazy. This one you're able to get a .com, .xyz, .info for $1, for $1. All right. Also, another thing is that you'll learn how you'll get your EIN. Your EIN is a tax ID. I still call it tax ID. Tax ID. You get a DUNS number from Dun& Brad. All right. Also, another thing, a good consumer score credit goes a long way. This is where I refer some companies from the YouTube that I actually know they work because I've used them. They don't know that I've used them, but I've used them. And I paid them for their service and everything else. And I was disappointed in some ways, but they did come through for what they said the mistake they made. So there's nothing wrong with that. Also, another thing is that you're going to learn how to manage your credit responsibly, which means this. In your business credit, do not be afraid anymore. Most people, when they start up the business, they use their own personal credit and they bring the pain home. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna learn that you can go ahead and have your business come up, and it'll go a long way because you know how to manage it. And even if it goes south, it still won't affect you. Remember this: debt follows tax ID. Debt follows tax ID. Debt follows tax ID. So, also another thing, you have a preview bonus on how to become the bank with your corporation or with your non-incorporated business. And okay, here's bonus one. Bonus one is the book, The Secret Steps to Building Business Credit. Well, let me tell you this. There's no secret, folks. I'm telling you a bonus one because that's what people like to hear. There is no bonus one. Everybody on the whole universe right now in the United States itself for the moment, and of course some international credit, which is a lot easier to get than the United States in the business world. That's another conversation for people that really want to go to a next level. Now, on top of this, here's another thing. These 6 steps are out there already. They're all over the place. So it's not a bonus. We just put it together for you. All right. And the bonus number 2, which it is a bonus because you're actually will get a replay of this actual particular item. But anyways, so with that said, the next thing is, I just want to let you know, is that we're going to show you the value of a 1120 and the difference between 1120 SS4, which is the one that gives you lots of write-offs. And also what I said, debt follows tax ID, where you only have a couple of write-offs through your Social Security. Okay. One of the things I really like to go ahead and tell you is this. The excitement comes when you begin to realize you no longer have to bring the pain home. And you'll know that debt follows tax ID. Debt follows tax ID. When you begin to learn the art and skill of this, I don't care who you are out there, you can have more businesses and make more mistakes and become sharper in your field, because now the mistakes you make, debt follows tax ID won't bother you, so you can get started right up again down the street because of the fact of the tax ID. How many tax IDs can a company have? As many as it wants. All I'm going to tell you is this. You only have one chance to screw up your Social Security number. And it will take you years to fix it properly. Or months, depending if you follow this one gentleman's particular work on the personal side. He's pretty good. And he's straightforward. And there's nothing fancy. And there's nothing shady about it. And he's all right. I'm going to just call him like Mikey likes it. Mikey likes it. So anyways, from that point, I also want to let you know is that how else, again, do you get to know somebody? By what they do. At least in 90 days, you'll have a rough idea by if you join our organization and become part of the family. Guess what? You're going to learn stuff that they never show you. They'll never show you how you can use your tax ID and never bring the pain home again. Never, 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 unless you do something dumb. Okay. Also, another thing is here, you're going to find out I am not entertaining. I'm not here to entertain you, but I can promise you this much. I'm here to give you so much information. And the information works if you follow the step by step. Slowly they turn. All right. But step by step, you'll begin to notice that the power that it has of daisy chaining, the power of 3, power of 4, power of 8, power of 12, you're going to learn about the visions and the power divisions. See, there's some people out there that've gotten a lot of good credit with their cards on the private side. But what if I tell you we can take the private side? Listen to this very carefully. What if I tell you on the private side, if you have good credit, and even if you went to Mikey Likes It, who I refer you to, and I don't get nothing for the referrals, by the way, nothing. I will tell you if I ever do. But at this point in time, I receive nothing. But if you go to Mikey Likes It, I want to tell you this much. Once you get that credit straightened out, what if I told you, let's say we were able to get you up in the business credit world up to about $150,000, maybe up to $250,000 with no interest from anywhere from 6 to 18 months. Okay? Now, hold on. Then you're going to have to personal guarantee it. Oh my God, can't do that. Yes, you can. Because guess what? The day we talk to you about that is the day we show you you have a way out. So in 9 to 18 months, guess what? You can be out of that personal guarantee and have it resting on the corporate's back. Isn't that just amazing? How can that be? But hold on. What if I told you in about, let's say you had the 250,000 in the credit. What if I told you we're able to take that in about 18 months and turn that into, how about 2.5 million in credit? Huh? Without a personal guarantee. I know. Don't believe me? Why don't you go ahead and come to the workshop for the first 90 days and see how well we do? Then you'll begin to see why it's so important to know who you're dealing with. We're not going to ask for any money up front because guess what? First 90 days, or you can go pay someone else a $1,400 bucks or $9.99 or some kind of $99.99 out of your mind type deal. I don't know, but I don't really care about all that. That's the chump change. I'm looking for someone after that because now you have a history with us knowing what we say we do. That's what I'm looking for. Plus, on top of that, the corporate credit blueprints, you have many things to go ahead and do. All I want to say to you tonight is thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. And thanks for all, most of all, just being who you are as human people. Thank you for the contributions you've made that no one's ever said thank you for. Thank you for helping the person you help that no one's ever known about. I thank you for that. For those of you who've been in business and you helped other people in business, I want to thank you for that. And for those who are looking to grow your business and have been nervous to ask or talk to somebody, give us a call. We'll just go, and it's a free 30-minute consultation call. That's all it is. 30 minutes, ask us anything, we'll review it, and then we'll let you know where you stand. On top of that, for the people that are afraid to get started because I'm not sure what to do, it's all right. Nothing wrong with being fear. Just remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. The thing is, take the first step. You know what to do. Just give us a call at 888-471-4252 or go to corporatecreditblueprints.com. corporatecreditblueprints.com. All I want to say is to all of you, I want to wish you the best. And I know whatever happens in this new election, just remember the corporate credit won't be affected by it. What affects it is by how you don't do it. Okay? And I just want to say, most of all, I know everyone really out there really is a great person in some way or another. It wants to grow. And you're looking for someone that's real. Give us the 90 days. Even if you're already done your business, come and check it out and see what we say for the first 90 days and see where, God, I missed that piece on my company. Nothing wrong with that. And if you're let's say this, if you're a woman trying to get into business, look at, we support you as well. Men, same thing. I just know women get into business because they get into business. I know men get into business because they have an ego. I understand that. Hello, I'm part of the kook, part of the clan there. All right. But the thing is bottom line is this. It doesn't matter who or where you start. You start a husband or wife, whatever it is, start as a team. Here's the thing. It's up to you. You are the best currency there is. And the currency is a person that can handle things during chaos, which means you don't bring chaos to the situation. You bring the methodical movement. Even when people around you chatting in your ear, don't believe in you, saying, come on, this should be happening overnight. No, you know any business out there in the world did not pop up overnight. Even the ones that tell you, oh, look at this, in 90 days, I did this. In 2 weeks, I did this. Really? Show us what you had to do before you got there, before those 2 weeks showed up. That's the difference. Just know there is no microwavable business out there. They'll try to tell you that, but I can prove them, each one of them, inaccurate because they had to do something and do something and do something before the results showed up. That, if not, call anybody that says they can do it in 2 weeks. Call them first. If that's the case, say, instead of taking my money, then I tell you what, let's put my money into an escrow account and we'll hold it there. If you can do it in 2 weeks, you can have it. If not, I get this whole thing that I'm for free from you. You're going to find out they're not what they say they are. That's why I say, give us 90 days. You get to see who we really are as a human being. We're either going to honor what we say or we don't. That's it. That's all we have. All we have is our word. No matter where you go, our word is our word and our bond is our bond. Our yeses are yeses and our no's are no's. That's it. No more. Stop panicking. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm looking forward to work with you. And our team at Corporate Credit Blueprints is excited to work with you through the holidays. This is the time to get on it and go. Where else are you going to go ahead and get a free 30-minute no consultation and also get your free 90 days worth of getting your stuff built right at the beginning of January. Then from February, you can start moving. And by 2021 in the middle, you're doing something you never thought you'd be doing great, either having a franchise or whatever business you can have. There's no end to it. Whatever you can dream, you can see it, feel it, believe it, and know it. Be, do, and have it. All right. Good night. Thank you very much. And thank all of you that listened to this tonight. Thank you and have a great evening.